everyone, my name is Arlette Hardy. I am blogger and joy strategist at chasing-joy.com, and today I'm doing a video to give you guys a pregnancy update or a bump date. If you're new to my channel, you should know that I was on a 2.5-year journey to get pregnant. I received an unknown infertility diagnosis, and I shared this on my channel and on my blog because becoming a mom was part of what I imagined for my joyful life. And on Chasing Joy, I encourage everyone to do the things that they want for their joyful life. So I thought this was an important part of my journey to share. So that's why we're here today, and I'm about to give you guys an update on weeks 13, 14, 15, and 16. So today I am actually 17 weeks and 4 or 5 days, depending on what app. Today is Thanksgiving. And I'm already late doing videos, which is why you guys are getting an update for 4 weeks instead of 3. But this is my attempt to kind of get you guys up to speed quickly so that you can start getting the updates in real time. So let's just go over what happened during weeks 13 through 16. So the most interesting things that happened during this week are I have started to feel a little bit of flutters. I'm nervous to actually claim it as the baby moving because it's so faint and sporadic, and it could go days without me feeling anything, that I'm not sure. It could also just be like normal bodily functions, like, I don't know, I hate to say it, gas or air moving around that I'm feeling. But I have begun to feel that, and at week, I think it was 15, I realized I'm definitely showing. I have a small bump. It seemed like it kind of came up overnight. It was kind of hard to see because I'm already a bigger girl and I already had a lot of fluff in the front. But that was the first one I noticed, like, okay, wow, this is definitely bigger. And I shared a photo on my Instagram and Facebook, so hopefully you guys are following me there. If not, I do share links in the description of these videos so you can follow me, where I compared my 4-week, which is when I was just barely like a few days pregnant, to 15. And you can definitely see the difference. So that was really the most exciting thing that happened, is when I felt the flutters. The first time it happened, I think I was 14 weeks, and I was just waking up, and it was like I felt a little flutter on my left side, and I was laying on my left side. But like I said, I was just waking, so then I thought, well, did I just dream that? And then the same thing happened a couple days later, and I felt that I just dreamed that, and then it was like nothing for a while. And then during weeks 15, I felt the similar kind of flutters, and almost I thought it felt like a thump like 1 or 2 times, but it, like I said, it was really, really random and sporadic, and definitely not every day. And then during week 16, I felt like I really didn't feel anything. I was starting to get a little bit nervous, but I'm just trying to be calm. The other thing that I did that was of note was during week 16, the end of week 16, so last Friday, I did blood work for, forgot the name of the test, but it is the blood test that looks for your neural tube defects. I think I'm low risk for that because I already did the panorama, which I guess that's genetic testing, so I guess neural tube is a little different, but I also did the NT test, which measures the back of the baby's neck, which I think that has something to do with spinal defects, and that was normal. So I'm not too concerned about this blood test, but I did do it as recommended, and I'm waiting to get those results. I'm hoping they call me and that I don't have to wait another couple weeks for my next appointment. What else was interesting? Oh, so the other interesting thing that's been happening, which has really been more this week, or I guess the end of week 16, in the last few days, is like I said, now I'm starting to show a little. So if you know that I'm pregnant, you can see it. If you don't know, I don't think you know. I just look like I've probably gained weight or whatever. But people who do know have started to comment on my body, and it is so uncomfortable to have people commenting on your body. Even though they're being nice and like they're so happy, and I just smile and say thanks, but it's so uncomfortable, and I feel like it makes me blush, which then makes me feel more embarrassed and makes you just kind of want to fall through the floor and be invisible. Like, as excited as I am about the baby, it is very uncomfortable to have people be like, oh, your stomach's bigger. Like, even though, you know they mean well. Another exciting thing I did, I guess the most exciting thing that I did, was right at 16 weeks. I had just become 16 weeks. I went with a couple of my mom friends, and we finished up my baby registry. So I had done it online. I registered at Babies R Us and Amazon to keep, just two places that pretty much have everything. And so I'd done most of it online, but there was a few things I was really like, I don't know what to pick. So it was like diapers. I didn't have a clue. What kind of stroller. Bottles. I was like clueless on that. And there was a fourth thing, but I can't remember it now. So we finished up my registry. So that was a lot of fun. And it was nice to get feedback from moms, my mom friends, on that they helped me figure out what stroller and everything, which was awesome. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But getting into the stats, I think right now the baby is like 4.5 ounces now. I forget the length, but like the size of one app I said an orange, another said an onion. So you can use your imagination. I do feel heavier now in my pelvis, so it's definitely something there that's bigger, even if I can't always feel the movement. Best moment of the week, I would have to say, was probably during the registry, and when the moments I felt that I thought I felt the baby move, even though I wasn't sure, it was still exciting. Worst moments, oh, I had like one really bad night. Like I woke up and I had a bad dream. I don't remember what it was. But whatever it was, it just set me off to like crying. And then I was like praying, and I was just thinking about how I'm missing my mom, and like how it's kind of scary to do this without my mom. But ultimately I felt better. Or maybe I just needed to like release that. But that was probably my worst moment. Oh, then another thing that has kind of sucked. So I'll get now into the symptoms. I've still been pretty tired. I guess I'm less tired than I was. I probably sound like I have more energy now, which is good. But I slept great last night, so I feel good now. But I've still been more tired than I thought, and just really still have struggled with getting up in the morning. So a couple of days I had to go into work late, which really sucks because my boss has been very kind in letting me work extra hours during my day off. I'm normally off from my day job on Fridays, and that's usually when I work on Chasing Joy stuff, but he's let me work extra hours on Friday to build up my maternity leave. So it kind of sucks when I have to go in late, because it's like I'm working extra to build more time, but then I'm using it. Guys, I'm sorry. I see that this is a little crooked, so I'm going to try and fix it. Oh boy, I hope I didn't give you guys like too much of a boob shot. But hopefully that looks better. Sorry about that. Aversions and cravings. I haven't really had either. I'm able to eat anything right now. But the problem is I don't really want anything. So it's like I don't want anything. I don't want anything. And then it's time to eat. And I know I need to eat because I don't want to, you know, or I even feel hungry. But then I have a hard time and trouble figuring out what I want. And so then I'll try to eat something. And about halfway through, I'm like, nope, this wasn't it. And then I like don't want it anymore. So eating has been a challenge just because I can't identify at all what I want. My sleep has been better. I think I can sleep about 5 hours straight now without having to go to the bathroom. So that's been better. But I've still been tired. But I think, honestly, I figured it out. I think my tiredness now is because of me not eating properly. So the other day I bought like a meal replacement bar, which I normally don't eat stuff like that because my theory on calories is if it's not really good, it's not worth me wasting the calories. But I got one because I was looking for one that had iron in it, that had protein in it, and I think vitamin D in it, and B, because I think those are all the things that give you energy. So I found one. I think it was a Special K strawberry meal replacement. I ate it. It wasn't terrible. It was just okay. Like I said, I normally wouldn't waste calories on something that's like, just okay. But I ate it and then I felt better. That was the first night after maybe a couple weeks where I did not get a headache that night. And then I went to bed earlier that night, and the next day I actually felt really good. So I think my tiredness is from my diet, and I need to work better at that. So another symptom other than the tiredness is, like I said, I've had a little bit of a headache. I have had the sinus congestion that's common during pregnancy. So I've been sneezing a little more, blowing my nose more. I wake up stuffy a lot of mornings. Have a little of that postnasal drip in the morning. Now that sucks because sometimes that can make me cough, and then sometimes the cough can make you gag, and then it's like you're not even nauseous, but you feel like you might vomit. So that sucks. I've had that a few times, but I've not actually had to vomit. And I just try it and like suck on a mint or something that can help me to not cough and have that. My exercise has really fallen off because I've just been tired. I don't even want to say I've averaged once per week. So probably, I think over the last weeks, 13, 14, and 15, and 16, those 4 weeks, I think I've worked out probably 3 times. So not even once a week, but I did work out yesterday. I tried to do the bike and the elliptical, and it just did not work for me when I was on the bike. My thighs were hitting my tummy, which just felt all kinds of uncomfortable. And then I said, okay, I'll do the elliptical. And at first that felt better because you're like standing more up straight. But then, so my thighs weren't really hitting the bump, but like all the jiggling around just started to feel like really uncomfortable. Not crampy, but just like not good. So I got off of there, so I'm thinking that my workouts really are going to be just walking, which now that it's getting cold and it gets dark so early, sucks because I don't really like walking on a treadmill. It's very boring. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do because I don't want to get too inactive. Medications. So an interesting thing that did happen at my last doctor's appointment, which I think was at 16 weeks. I did have an appointment and it just went fine. It was pretty quick. I didn't have any real issues or questions. I've been basically feeling good, you know, other than I told them about being tired. The shortness of breath has been my symptom from the beginning. I still have that. You could probably hear when I talk too much, I get a little winded. So we talked about medicine. So I was still on the metformin from when I was trying to conceive, and they said, you know, it wouldn't hurt to stay on it during the beginning, and the OB would tell me when to come off. So the doctor said that actually I should come off of it soon, because when I go to do the gestational diabetes test, they want to know what my body can do on its own without medical intervention. So in a way that kind of sucked for me, because I know the metformin helps me metabolize sugars better, which that helps with my weight. So, and it makes me nervous about the gestational diabetes test, which I'm nervous about that anyway, but that's coming up. So I'm coming off the metformin. I've been tapering down. I was doing 3 a day. Now I'm doing 2. And then when I'm done with the last few in the bottle I have that's opened, I'm going to just go to 1, and then for a couple weeks, and then after that I'll be done. And then probably, I don't know when I'll do the gestational diabetes test, but it'll be sometime after that. Other than that, I'm still doing, she said I can stay on the baby aspirin and that the vitamins are fine. So vitamins, I'm usually doing the prenatal, obviously, vitamin C, D, and E. I actually ran out of D vitamins, so I need to buy those. My mood, I've been very happy, a little bit anxious here or there, but for the most part, just really, really happy about everything. Feeling very, very blessed. Went to we call it a life group at my church, which is kind of like, not really a prayer meeting, but you meet with a small group of people from church, and then you do different things, different topics. I joined the single moms one at my church so I can meet other moms, you know, and kids. Like, it's important to me that my kids see other families that are mom and child only families. So, in whatever format that is. So, joined that one, and we were just talking about what kind of season we're in our life, and I really feel like I'm in a season of receiving blessings, and I'm just really happy about that. And it's been an adjustment after feeling like I was in a season of loss, having lost a baby and through miscarriage and losing my mom, you know, to now transition to, I feel like I'm in a season of blessing and receiving. So, but that's a really good thing. So my mood has been good. Who have I told about the pregnancy? I've officially told. I feel like I've told the whole world because I did the announcement, which you guys saw. Finally remembered to share videos that include the ultrasounds. Please forgive me for that. Speaking of that, the other symptom I have is mommy brain. It's very real, pregnancy brain. I am forgetful. I actually forgot to post a video a couple weeks ago, and you guys were like, where are you? So, sorry, but I legit just forgot the video was done. I just completely forgot about it. So that's real. But I feel like I've told the whole world. I did tell one person at work a couple days ago. I wore a maternity shirt, and she complimented me on it. And like I said, I think if you didn't know I was pregnant, you still can't tell. It probably just looks like I put on, 10 pounds or so. So I said to her, I said, oh, well, it's maternity. And then she goes, oh, that's okay. No one, you don't have to tell anyone that. And so I laughed and I said, well, no, I'm pregnant. And she was like, yeah, get out of here. Like, she thought I was joking. And I said, no, really, like, I'm having a baby. And then she said, when? I said, April. And she was like, oh my gosh. And she was very excited for me and said I'll be a great mom, which is like the best compliment that you can get. What else? So that's what I've told. Purchases, I haven't purchased anything else for the baby. I was gifted something, so I'll show you. When I went to do with my friends to finish up my registry, my one friend gave me a car seat. Isn't that nice? Isn't it beautiful too? It's like such a pretty color. It's a Baby Trends Easy Flex Lock infant car seat, and she just had an extra. She had her son will be a year soon, and for whatever reason they had a different car seat, so she just gave me that. So that's awesome. And her and my other friend, they showed me how to like get it in the car because I had no clue. So we got it in the car, and it actually fit because I have a small car, and I was nervous that I would have to buy a new car right away. But since the car seat fit, the infant car seat fits, I could probably wait maybe another year before I have to buy a car, which would be awesome because then I'll be done with my IVF loan and one of my worries with the baby coming is financially, because I still am paying off that loan, which is pretty hefty. But that's awesome. This is like I'm so excited to have it. Just seeing the bass in the car makes me so happy, and all these little things makes it feel like a little bit more real, which is just awesome. So yeah, but I didn't purchase. Oh, well, I haven't received it yet, but I'll probably tell you more about it next week and maybe even able to show you the box. I did order my crib, which is super exciting. And I know you can see this changing table here. So there's a bunch of junk on it. And I don't know if you can see Peanut in the corner. He's over here. He's not supposed to be on here, but I'm picking my battles of if he can stay on the bottom shelves. Maybe he won't ever jump on the top where the baby will be. But anyway, the crib is this same color of wood. So that's exciting, but I don't have it yet, but I did order it. In terms of gender predictions, I am still clueless. And I can still be excited about either one. But the interesting thing is I dreamt that my aunt had a baby that was a girl. And the thing that is interesting about this is it's the aunt that I'm named after. So I basically dreamt that Arlette had a girl, but it was a different Arlette. But she doesn't have kids and is now past that stage in life. So it's an interesting dream, but I really have no clue. What do I miss? Oh, I ate seafood on week 16. That was awesome. I did not eat any other fish or anything because you have to limit to like 12 ounces per week. And I invited my sister-in-law over and we ate some wonderful crab legs. I said, let me invite someone who enjoys seafood as much as me. So that was awesome. So right now, only thing I'm missing alcohol a little bit. Not a lot. Just today because going to like a family function and like typically I have a drink, you know, at like a event. So just a little bit. And like I said before, I do miss being able to do whatever kind of workout I want without worry. But that's it. And then lastly, so my weight gain. I didn't do the math. Forgive me, guys. I think officially I have gained 17 pounds, but that's from like before I was pregnant. And honestly, I don't count those first like 8 pounds because I had just lost 8 pounds on like a strict low carb, low calorie fitness diet challenge, and immediately gained those back when I went to eating normally and like not as restrictive because I was pregnant. But so I think since my very first OB appointment, I've only gained 8 pounds as of today. So actually at the last doctor's appointment I had, I expected there to be a conversation about how much weight I should or shouldn't gain, and she didn't say anything. So if she didn't say anything, I didn't say anything. So that was great. So what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to in about 3 weeks, I will be just under 21 weeks. I'm having my 20-week ultrasound where they check out everything about the baby. So I'm excited to see the baby again. That'll be the most exciting. And if they don't call me before then, I should know about the neural tube. I'm a little bit nervous about that ultrasound just because recently someone on one of the single mother by choice online groups that I read message boards on, she did her test and they discovered there were some issues, even though, you know, her baby was doing well. So it did make me nervous to the fact that when they're looking for every little part of the body that they could discover something. But I was just trying to exist in a space of, like I said, receiving of blessings and hope and optimism and positivity that everything is continuing to be fine with the baby. I'm still using a Doppler, not as much, but I listened today, so I can be thankful for hearing my baby's strong heartbeat. But I am looking forward to that ultrasound. And another thing I'm looking forward to, it doesn't have really anything to do with the baby, but I just scheduled the next Chasing Joy event. So if you're in the Philadelphia area, you want to come hang out with me, come have brunch. We're doing a Chasing Joy brunch on Saturday, January 13th. Join the mailing list and you get all information on that. So I'm excited about that. So those are the things I'm most looking forward to. And lastly, I'll show you guys the bump. I'll take this off. You can see a little bit better. Hope you can see. So not a whole lot until like I accentuate it. You can see that there's a bump there more than before. And actually today I'm not wearing any maternity clothes. These pants have elastic. So my pants that have elastic waist, I'm still able to wear those. But nothing that zips up really works anymore. And then from the back, there's a baby. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna post this tonight, provided I don't forget. And you guys will have it tomorrow. I hope you've had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And thanks to all your support and encouragement following along in this journey. And if you are, you know, 17 weeks pregnant, leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I feel like I was supposed to ask you guys a question, but now I don't remember what it is. Remember that forgetfulness thing. But anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you and have a great Thanksgiving. Bye.